When I was 17, I had a plan to go to college, study music, and kind of just start my life. I started to just feel God speak to my heart through that summer that He had a different plan for me. And I remember kind of ignoring that tugging for a while and just continued on my own path with my own plan. Until one night I felt really strong that there was just something different that God had for my life, and this was a decision for me to make of kind of which path I was going to take. I remember just talking to God. I was driving in my car and saying things like, God, I feel like you have a plan for me, but how can you use me, or how can I do anything for you? I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not smart enough, or I'm not brave enough. Kind of just started going through the list of things that made me not qualified. I just really felt God meet me that night as I was driving in my car and just continue to speak to my heart and say, I have a plan, and if you give me your life and give me your dreams, I will bring them to pass one by one in my time and in my way. And I went home that night. First thing I did was open up my Bible, and God spoke to me from a scripture. I share this at all my concerts. It comes from 1 Chronicles 28:20. And it says, be strong and be courageous. And that's what God calls us to do, is to be courageous. It says, do the work. Don't be afraid and don't be discouraged by the size of the task. For me, what that was saying was by the size of the dream, the things that are in your heart, they can look really scary. They can look too big for you. But God was saying, don't be afraid. And the reason why, the end of that scripture says, is because I am with you, and I will never fail you, and I will never forsake you. And that has just been my life verse, really, even just like through ministry, and every time I step on stage feeling like, people ask me, do you get nervous? Yeah, I still get nervous every time I step out here, but I remember God is with me. I'm not doing this alone. And knowing that gives me power, it gives me courage, it gives me authority to speak into people's lives and to walk in who I truly am. And so today I hope that encourages you, that I know there's moments where you can look at yourself and think, I can't do this. But we can with God, because He lives inside of us, and that gives you the power to do everything He's called you to do. So today be encouraged and know that He's with you, and anything is possible with Him.